Before we proceed, I'd like to briefly turn the meeting over to an outstanding student who will receive the President's Award tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the dais Ashlyn McMillan from Sageland Elementary School.
Thank you and good evening. My name is Ashton McMillan and I am a sixth grader at Sageland Elementary School. It is my honor and pleasure to call this meeting to order.
It's afraid to break. Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the Ysleta Independent School District's meeting of the Board of Trustees. We invite you to share your comments with the board during the public comment portion of our meeting. Public comment sign-up cards show the rules for participating. Legally, the board may listen but may not enter into discussion on the issue raised. This meeting of the Board of Trustees is called to order at 6:02 p.m. We have a quorum with Charlie Bustillos, Soltero Ramirez, Richard Cuder, Mike Rosales, Connie Woodruff, and myself, Cruz Ochoa. Secretary Lucero was not able to attend this meeting and is excused. Trustee Woodruff, would you please introduce the JROTC for this evening?
Thank you, Mr. Ochoa. The colors tonight are being presented by the Junior ROTC Color Guard from Bel Air High School, Go Big Red. The Color Guard commander is Samay Rodriguez. The other Color Guard members are Giselle Castro, Sarah Gonzalez, Denise Medina. The pledge leader is Destiny Diaz and is a JROTC student at Bel Air Middle School. Will you please stand for the presentation of the colors, the reciting of the Pledge of Allegiance, the Texas Pledge of Allegiance, and a moment of silence. Please remain standing until all cadets have departed.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. And now join me in the pledge of the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Join me in a moment of silence. Thank you.
Dr. De La Torre, do we have any recognitions for this evening?
Yes, we do. President Ochoa, members of the board, esteemed guests, students, student athletes, and student musicians, welcome this evening. Tonight we have several recognitions. I'm going to ask our Chief Communications Officer, Ms. Patricia Ayala, to go ahead and introduce and recognize the following students and student groups.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the board, Superintendent De La Torre. We have 6 recognitions for you this evening. At this time, we ask that you please come to the front of the dais for the presentations. Audience members, please remain seated until the recognitions are complete. Our first recognition is in honor of Sageland Elementary School 6th grader Ashlyn McMillan, where she serves as mayor of Scottyland. Ashlyn is an active student leader both on and off campus, participating in clubs and activities that include student council, robotics, girls golf at Escarate Park, ballet, jazz, and tennis. But she's also devoted in her service to others. For the past 5 years, Ashlyn has participated in fundraisers to benefit research for muscular dystrophy and has supported the Braden Abood Foundation for 2 years. In addition, she performs volunteer landscape cleanup for the Child Crisis Center, and she has collected items for local canned food and toy drives for needy families. Sageland staff say Ashlyn is an amazing role model for her peers, maintaining a spot on the honor roll while also serving her school and community. She puts her values into practice for the betterment of others, and we are proud to call her one of our own. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome this month's President's Award winner, Sageland Elementary School 6th grader Ashlyn McMillan. Ashlyn is accompanied by Sageland Principal Rachel Blair. Let's hear it one more time for Ashlyn. Our next recognition is in honor of 6 cross-country runners from the Young Women's Leadership Academy, which won its first state championship last month at the Texas Christian Athletic League Division II state cross-country meet. The team not only captured the gold, but freshman Cassandra Jimenez won an individual gold medal in the 3,200-meter event. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our T-Cal state champions from the Young Women's Leadership Academy, beginning with sophomore Brenda Brolick. Sophomore Madison De Santos. Sophomore Angelica Ortiz. Sophomore Liliana Velarde. Freshman Cassandra Jimenez. And freshman Jeanette Rivera. The young ladies are accompanied by Coach Ms. Mickey Agnes and Principal Melinda Villalobos. Hold it. Let's hear it for our cross-country champions. Our next recognition is in honor of two teams from the Young Women's Leadership Academy who both won second place among high schools and middle schools at the 2019 Young Women's Preparatory Network STEM Challenge in Dallas. The winning middle school team, called the Brainy Bunch, won for the prototype of a health app that helps address teen health risks. It includes facts on nutrition, exercise, sleep tracking, anti-vaping and anti-drug messages, and suicide hotline numbers, in the hope that it will encourage teens to pursue healthier lifestyles. The winning high school team is called the Legends, and they created and developed a sensor and app to help prevent the deaths of children accidentally left in hot vehicles. The sensor, which is weight sensitive, attaches to the underside of a child's car seat and connects via Bluetooth to the parent's phone. When the Bluetooth connection is lost, an alert is sent to the parent's phone, warning them that the child was left in the car. We congratulate these innovative young women on their STEM skills, award-winning apps, and fine representation of YISD. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Young Women's Leadership Academy, please help me welcome the 7th graders from the Brainy Bunch, beginning with Maya Covey. Allison Gonzalez. And Brooke Navadomsky. Also, please welcome the sophomores from the Legends team, starting with Ashley Leyva, Alyssa Ramirez, and Oceana Zamora. The students are accompanied by their coach, Ms. Jasmine Perez, and Principal Melinda Villalobos. Let's hear it one more time for the Transformers. What did you do? Our next recognition is in honor of 3 exceptional marching bands that are back in the history books after they all qualified to compete in the 5A UIL state championships this year. By comparison, only one other El Paso area marching band qualified for the competition, which took place last month in San Antonio. This is the second consecutive time that these bands have achieved this amazing accomplishment, and we commend them on their dedication, hard work, and musical talent. Placing 34th at state was the Bel Air High School Big Red Pride Marching Band. Here to accept tonight's recognitions are drum majors Balana Castillo, Kayla Priago, Alizy Nevares, guard captains Haley Filero, Stephanie Rubalcaba, guard directors Ms. Kimberly Favela, Lucy Bañuelos, and Melina Bañuelos. Band directors, Mr. Manny Talamantes, Mr. Luis Ibarra, Mr. Derek Andrade, and Mr. Ben Perez. Hold it for the paparazzi. Let's hear it again for the Highlanders. Next, we have the Del Valle High School Conquistador Marching Band, which placed 32nd in the state competition. Please help us welcome drum majors Alejandro Gonzalez, Ashley Campos, and Eric Rios. Guard captains Ana Armendariz and Ashley Aparicio. Band directors, Mr. Keith Morales, Mr. Roque Orozco, Mr. Robert Hayden, Mr. Matthew Fernandez, Mr. Michael Slabe, and Ms. Brianna Ayala. Accompanying them are Assistant Principal Efren Tarango. Now the real photographer. Let's hear it again for the Conquistadores. Last but not least, we have the Hanks High School Silver Knights Marching Band, which placed 16th at the state championships. Please join me in welcoming drum majors Mariana Martinez, Michael Soto, and Crystal Holguin. Dance captains George Avalos, Alani Herrera, Caitlin Limon, and Adeline Solorio. Assistant directors, Mr. Doug Brown, Mr. Calvin Edwards, and Miss Emily Petty. Dance teacher, Ms. Crystal Nance. And band director, Mr. Horacio Gomez. Let's hear it again for the Knights. Our next recognition is in honor of the Eastwood High School Snare Line, which captured the 2019 Marching Snare Ensemble Championship in its first ever performance at the Percussive Arts Society International Convention. The convention, which took place last month in Indianapolis, is known as one of the largest drum and percussion events in the world. The Eastwood team competed against high schools from around the globe to win their new title. They performed an original piece called El Chupacabra, and the proceeds of its sale will be donated to an El Paso area charity. Congratulations to these outstanding and talented musicians. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Snare Line champions from Eastwood High School, beginning with Dante Blanco. Matthew Meglarino. Brian Gonzalez. Eric Chavez. The students are accompanied by snare tech, Mr. Edward Escobedo, and Principal David Boatwright. Let's hear it one more time for the troopers. Our final recognition this evening is in honor of our outstanding Hanks and Eastwood cross-country athletes who were named the best in the state at this year's UIL 5A Cross-Country Championship in Round Rock. Unfortunately, the all-state runners from Hanks High School could not be here with us tonight as they have another conflict. However, we will bring them before the board for recognition in January. Here with us tonight, however, is the amazing Eastwood High School boys cross-country team, which successfully defended its UIL 5A state championship title this year and captured the gold for a second year in a row. The Eastwood team promptly blew past the competition this year, surpassing the second place winner by 59 points to win the coveted gold medal. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the 2019 UIL 5A Texas Boys Cross Country Champions from Eastwood High School, starting with Juan Olmos. Elias Perez. Sergio Cuartas. Nathan Hernandez. Victor Para. Victor Anchondo. And Andres Gurola. The students are accompanied by Coach Mr. Mike McLean and Principal David Boatwright. At this time, the troopers would like to present gold medals to each trustee and Superintendent de la Torre to commemorate their second consecutive cross-country state championship. The easiest gold medal you'll ever get. Let's hear it for the troopers. Thank you. These concludes our recognitions for this evening. We need a box of Kleenex. Great. Thank you very much.
Vice President Kuder, do we have any citizens' input?
Yes, Mr. President. We have Ms. Sylvia Carrion, who would like to speak on the bond.
Good evening, board members. Um, My name is Sylvia Carrion. I am president of the Loma Land Neighborhood Association and Mission Valley Civic Association. Yesterday, we had our meeting, our last meeting for 2019. We gave them a full report of all the progress that our association has accomplished. As far as most of the parks, we have Loma Land Recreation Center. We have the E.L. Williams, and in a few years, that little park is gonna be awesome. We got a lot of picnic tables and stuff coming around. The Chapoteo Water Park at Leon Forti. We also have Pavo Real, Pueblo Viejo. So our association has done a lot of work in bringing this community to fruition for our parks. And yesterday, our members got an earful from Ms. Connie Woodruff about all the work that you've done. Because I asked her if she could brief us on how the bond has affected our district, and she was overwhelmed with all the good news that have come. The voters said yes, and that's good. And it's proven Bel Air is looking absolutely phenomenal. Eastwood is doing a great job. They haven't finished completely, neither one of them, but we're doing good. But I wanted to thank Ms. Woodruff and all of you all, because you all are doing a great job. And I also attend the CEIC meetings at Loma Terrace at Bel Air Middle. So I do stay in step with most of the school and everything. I don't come to all the meetings all the time because we depend on Ms. Woodrow to do our reporting, so we have to. So I thank you all very much, and congratulations, and what an accolade for all these athletes and members. That's, hey, I'm an old Bel Air Highlander myself. All my brothers and sisters Highlanders, all my kids are Highlanders, and I'm trying to keep my grandkids, but no, they separated. They went out of the way. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. The order of business shall be as set out in the posted agenda, unless changed by consensus of the board. Are there any items you wish to pull for a separate vote? Thank you. The agenda will be considered the consensus of the board. Dr. De La Torre, do you have a report for us?
Yes, President Ochoa, members of the board, at all of our pre-K centers and elementary schools throughout the district, principals are preparing to distribute Christmas gifts to their neediest children, thanks to our Giving Tree program here at Central Office and all of the generous contributions from all of our colleagues here. I'm pleased to report that as a result of their generosity, 192 children previously identified for this program will all receive their Christmas wishes fulfilled. Thank you to the trustees, principals, and employees for your generosity, your compassion, and goodness in providing these gifts to these students. Their Christmas would otherwise be less meaningful, less fulfilling, if not for your efforts. So I want to make sure to thank everybody who participated. Lastly, I'd like to remind everyone, although I doubt anyone needs to be reminded, that the last day of classes before winter break is next Friday, December 20th, and school will resume again on Tuesday, January 7th. We'd like to wish everyone a safe, joyous, and restful holiday season with families, loved ones, and friends. Get some rest. 2020 is around the corner, and we've got a lot of work to do. Thank you. That's the extent of my report.
Thank you, Dr. De La Torre. The order of the agenda has been approved. May I have an electronic motion and second on the remaining consent agenda items listed on this agenda as recommended by the administration?
Mr.
Ms.
President, I move to approve the remaining consent agenda items listed on this agenda as recommended by administration.
Please cast your electronic votes. All votes have been cast. 6 are in favor, 1 is opposed.
No.
Well, oh, okay, sorry. Should have been. Okay, 6 are in favor, and 1 of our trustees is not here, so, okay. All right. Action items. Number 1, 9 Degrees Architecture and Design Incorporated Design Contract Amendment, BP 1902A and BP 1902B. Using your electronic hand, is there any discussion? If no further discussion, may I have a motion?
Mr. President, I move to approve amendment number 01 to YISD contract number 201-80025 with 9 Degrees Architecture and Design Incorporated for additional design services for BP 1902A, Vista Hills Elementary School, REL Washington Elementary School, Pebble Hills Elementary School, and BP 1902B, Ramona Elementary School, Ysleta Elementary School, Paso Deo, I always mispronounce that word. Paso Deo Elementary School renovation projects as presented, contingent upon final negotiations, in-house council review, and Form 1295 certificate of interested parties.
We have a second by Ms. Woodruff. Please cast your electronic votes. All votes have been cast. Results are 6 in favor. Item number 2, ASA Architects Incorporated Design Contract Amendment, BP 1901A and BP 1901B. Using your electronic hand, is there any discussion? If no further discussion, may I have a motion? Ms. Woodruff?
Mr. President, I move to approve Amendment 01 to YISD Contract Number 201-80066 with ASA Architects for additional design services for the BP 1901A- Sageland Elementary School, Loma Terrace Elementary School, Mesa Vista Elementary School, Del Valle High School, and BP 1901B, Presa Elementary School, East Point Elementary School, Edgemere Elementary School, Eastwood Heights Elementary School, renovations project as presented contingent upon final negotiations, in-house council review, and Form 1295 certificate of interested parties.
I have a second from Mr. Couder. Please cast your electronic votes. All votes have been cast. Results are 6 in favor. Item number 3, GA Architecture Incorporated Design Contract Amendment, BP 1909A and BP 1909B. Using your electronic hand, is there any discussion? If no further discussion, may I have a motion? Mr. Couder.
Mr. President, I move to approve amendment 01 to YISD contract number 201-80034 with GA Architecture Incorporated for additional design services for BP 1909A, Capistrano Elementary School, and BP 1909B, Glen Cove Elementary and Riverside Middle School renovation projects as presented contingent upon final negotiations, in-house council review, and Form 1295 certificate of interested parties.
We have a second by Ms. Woodruff. Please cast your electronic votes. Results are in, 6 in favor. Item number 4, approval of award of YSD solicitation number bond 2019-RFP-01 BP 1904 Bel Air High School addition and renovations. Using your electronic hand, is there any discussion? If no further discussion, may I have a motion?
Mr. President, I move to approve award of YSD solicitation number bond 2019 RFP 01 BP 1904 Bel Air High School addition and renovations to Buford Thompson Company LLC for $30,000 for pre-construction services and construction manager fee of 3.5% of cost of construction from 2019 bond funds contingent upon final negotiations, legal counsel review of final contracts, and Form 1295 Certificate of Interested Parties with guaranteed maximum price and estimated cost of construction presented at a subsequent board meeting.
We have a second by Mr. Kuder. Please cast your electronic votes. All votes have been cast. Results are 6 in favor. Item number 5, approval of award YSD contract number 202-00093 BP 1906 New Elementary Schools, Scottsdale, Cedar Grove, and Dolphin Terrace. Using your electronic hand, is there any discussion? If no further discussion, may I have a motion? Mr. Rosales.
I move to approve and award YSD contract 202-00093 with GA Architect Incorporated for the site adaptation design services for Scottsdale, Cedar Grove, Dolphin Terrace replacement campuses project in the amount of 4.5% of construction costs from the 2019 bond funds contingent upon final negotiations, in-house counsel review, and Form 1295 Certificate of Interested Parties.
We have a second by Mr. Kuder. Please cast your electronic votes. Votes have been cast. Results are 6 in favor. Item number 6, ratification of award of YSD contract number 202-00082 with L&L Special Systems LLC. Using your electronic hand, is there any discussion? No further discussion. May I have a motion? Mr. Bustillos.
I move to ratify award of YSD contract 202-00082 with L&L Special Systems LLC for installation of a new fire alarm system at Riverside High School as shown in the contract as presented.
We have a second by Ms. Woodrow. Please cast your electronic votes. All votes have been cast. Results are 6 in favor. Item number 7, order authorizing sale and issuance of unlimited tax school building bonds, Series 2020, and related resolutions. Using your electronic hand, is there any discussion? No further discussion. May I have a motion? Ms. Woodrow.
Mr. President, I move to adopt an order as presented authorizing the issuance of Ysleta Independent School District Unlimited Tax School Building Bonds, Series 2020, levying a continuing direct annual ad valorem tax for the payment of such bonds and resolving other matters incident and related thereto, including delegating matters relating to the sale and issuance of bonds to an authorized district official.
We have a second by Mr. Kuder. Please cast your electronic votes. All votes have been cast. Results are 6 in favor. Number 8, delegation of authority to superintendent to approve award of engineering design services for BP 1903 multi-purpose turfs at high school baseball and softball fields. Using your electronic hand, is there any discussion? If no further discussion, may I have a motion? Mr. Kuder.
Mr. President, I move to approve delegation of authority to superintendent to award and negotiate contract for engineering design services for BP 1903 multipurpose turf at high school baseball and softball fields based on recommendation and ranking by evaluation committee based on qualifications, an amount not to exceed $600,000, contingent upon in-house council review and receipt of Form 1295 Certificate of Interested Parties, Division of Operations, Facilities, and Construction, VLK.
We have a second by Mr. Bustillos. Please cast your electronic votes. All votes have been cast. Results are 6 in favor. Number 9, cooperative requisition of 2019 bond athletic enhancements. Using your electronic hand, is there any discussion? No further discussion. May I have a motion? Mr. Kuder.
Mr. President, I move to approve YISD cooperative requisition with Hellas Construction Incorporated for the purchase of athletic enhancements for an amount not to exceed $15,500,000 through a purchasing cooperative from 2019 bond funds, contingent upon final negotiations, in-house council review, and Form 1295 Certificate of Interested Parties, and provided further that no contract shall be executed by the district until the district has received 1, all plans and specifications required under Chapters 1001 and 1051 of the Occupations Code for performance of the work, and 2, a written certification from the project manager to the district that all required plans and specifications have been prepared and that the required plans and specifications are a part of the contract to be executed.
We have a second by Ms. Woodruff. Please cast your electronic votes. All votes have been cast. Results are 6 in favor. The Board of Trustees has determined that a closed meeting of the Board of Trustees is required to discuss the items set forth in the posted agenda for this date. Such closed meeting is authorized by the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code Section 551.001, including but not limited to the sections and purposes covered by the following section of the Texas Government Code 551.071, 72, 73, 74, 76, 82, 127, 821, and 83, and 84. Should any final action, decision, or vote be required with regard to any matter considered in closed session, the final action, decision, or vote shall be in the open meeting or subsequent public meeting with notice. The board will now move to the Rio Grande room for closed session at 6:51. This meeting of the Board of Trustees with Charlie Bustillos, Richard Cuderos, Soltero Ramirez, Mike Rosales, Connie Woodruff, and myself, Cruz Ochoa, at 7:56 p.m. Consider and take, after closed session, we consider and take possible action regarding options for resolution of litigation in the Guzman versus YISD cause number 2017-DCV1412. Using your electronic hand, is there any discussion? If no further discussion, may I have a motion?
Mr. President, I move to authorize the administration and legal counsel to attempt to resolve this matter as discussed in closed session.
We have a second by Ms. Woodruff. Please cast your electronic votes. Results are in, 6 in favor. Item number 2, discussion and possible action regarding Public Utility Commission of Texas, PUC, proceedings related to the sale, transfer, or merger of El Paso Electric Company to Sun Jupiter Holdings, LLC, and IIF US Holdings, 2 LP entities related to JP Morgan's Infrastructure Investment Fund, PUC docket number 49849. Using your electronic hand, is there any discussion? No further discussion, may I have a motion? Mr. Cudero. Oh, no, there's no motion on this. Okay. So, go on to the third item. Discuss and take possible action regarding proposed sale of Robert F. Kennedy Pre-K real property of 9009 Alameda Street. Using your electronic hand, is there any discussion? If no further discussion, may I have a motion? Mr. Cudero.
Mr. President, I move to authorize the administration and legal counsel to negotiate and consummate the sale of the Robert F. Kennedy Pre-K real property at 9009 Alameda Avenue to the city of El Paso as discussed in closed session.
We have a second by Mr. Ramirez. Please cast your electronic votes. All votes have been cast. 6 are in favor. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Just 2 quick things. One is I want to publicly thank Chris Lechuga, who's been with us for quite some time. He will be leaving us to work for the Rabin Group, I believe. And I just want to thank him and tell him we appreciate everything he's done for the school district. And then the second is on behalf of these wonderful people and myself, we've got you a little something for the holidays. Please don't forget to take it with you. It's in those 3 beautiful boxes with, I believe there may be even a Starbucks card in there. You could treat yourself to a great coffee in the morning somewhere. But thank you, that's it.
Well, we appreciate it all. I think that we've done very good work for the whole year, and we want to wish you all, as part of the board, a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And thank you so much for your kind thoughts and generosity. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.